This year's show is called Felliniesque, based on the famed Italian director Fellini. It's a word that represents in the manner of Fellini, it's an adjective, but also something that's very fantastical and surreal. Fellini was certainly quite ambitious in his use of how imagination and reality can come together to have a conversation. There's certainly going to be imagery that's Felliniesque in nature, surprises that are Felliniesque in nature, and an approach to drum corps that hopefully will translate as us being influenced by the great Fellini. What our hope with this show is to do is to bring you into the world of the cinema, a sound stage where movies are made, where dreams come true, where performers communicate and express themselves through music and through motion. So even if you don't know about Fellini, you know about movies. Film is playing more and more of an impact on everyone's life, I think, and especially the older you get, the more you can relate moments in your life not only to music that you know, but much in the same way that you relate to music, you relate it to movies. Even if it's just images or an emotion can linger with you and stay with you. On a surface level, you might say it's just about making movies. If you want to dig deeper, you can certainly find the references to Fellini and the influence that he's had on cinema. The thought of Fellini has been lingering and sort of in the atmosphere of our design team for a long time, but Felliniesque, as a germ of an idea, began back in 2006 with the music for The Godfather by Nino Rota. And it certainly got put into our imagination as a design team that Fellini and his great influence on cinema and culture in general could certainly make for a drum corps show. And this year, as we had a conversation, as I usually do with Dave Glide and with Jay Murphy, we began to talk about Fellini and what are the possibilities. And when there are when the list becomes longer, when there are a lot of ideas for what could happen in a show, that's when we begin to have that feeling that the light bulbs are going off, that we know that a show like Felliniesque can happen.